I want to bring in John Schumo to talk about Central Park. Mayor de Blasio has decided he wants to get cars out of the park. Well, there are some exceptions. John, what's going on in Central Park?
Yeah, Bill, an estimated 42 million people visit Central Park every year, and Mayor de Blasio says it's about time they get a car-free park. Ahead of Earth Day this weekend, I know one of your favorite days on the calendar, the mayor announced all roads known as the loops inside the park will close to vehicles starting at the end of June. There was already a ban on cars above 72nd Street. This expands on that, something park goers and cyclists have been asking to happen for decades. Important to note, claims that Central Park is going completely car-free, vehicle-free are not true. The ban will not apply to the transverse roads, right? These are roads at 66th, 72nd, 86th, and 96th Streets. So the buses will still be going cross town, as will the taxis and cars. And also official vehicles will continue to use the loops. These are sanitation, Parks Department, Transportation Department, police vehicles, and such. Will this change in policy affect surrounding streets outside the park? Of course it will. It'll add traffic there. So Mayor de Blasio says that there will be things implemented. They'll be adding traffic agents to these affected areas, changing some turn signals. He says all the traffic implications are manageable. Prospect Park in Brooklyn went car-free in the beginning of the year, January 1. Mayor de Blasio says it's about time the same thing happened in Central Park.
This park was not built for automobiles. Right? This was not the purpose of this park, to be a place for automobiles. Literally, it was built before there were automobiles. It was built for people.
Now, Bill, there was also some chatter leading up to this announcement that the mayor would also say that all the horse-drawn carriages would have to start not on Central Park South, but now inside the park. That announcement, though, did not happen. You may remember de Blasio promised to get rid of the horse-drawn carriages altogether. Day one, that was now 4+ years ago, and so far nothing's been done. But so far, it's been praised by runners and by cyclists, but those who use the park to get cross town are saying, uh-oh, now there's going to be some more traffic. What do you think, Bill? Good idea or bad idea?
Well, how is he going to account for it? And where are members of City Council saying, with this added congestion, has there been any thought about emergency services, ambulances, fire trucks, police, in the added congestion when you push the cars out? You're not lowering the number of cars that have to get to where they're going.
You're displacing them from the park to the streets. The streets are already clogged. The city says it conducted a traffic study and found that any sort of added vehicles that are going to leave the loops and head to the side roads are going to be just fine.
It just sounds like another soundbite catering to an interest group and not accomplishing a whole lot for the city.
At the news conference on Friday, he was not surrounded by cyclists, who are a vocal group and a vocal voting bloc. He was surrounded by runners. The first time I have seen that in years. Runners don't normally have a big say in what happens in this town.
I'm sure he's going to give up his SUV that gets him back and forth to the gym. That'll be next. We'll see. Thanks, John.